Hey, hello, welcome. It's 2025 and I appear to be back, all done with exams and everything. Hopefully, this year around, I'll be able to make some more videos. Today, I'm just going to get into a bit more about VPN and what VPN is, what you can expect, etc., what sort of services you can look at taking, and what sort of VPN is good for you. So, let's get into it. So, what is a VPN? It stands for Virtual Private Network. It establishes a connection between your computer and a remote server that's owned by a separate VPN provider. And it creates point-to-point tunneling that encrypts your personal data, it masks your IP address, and lets you sidestep website blocks and firewalls on the internet. And this ensures that your online experiences are private, protected, and, of course, more secure. And by its very definition, a VPN is virtual because no physical cables are involved in the connection process. And of course, it's private because through this connection, no one else can see your data or browsing activity. And of course, it is networked because multiple devices, your computer and the VPN server, they work together to maintain an established link. So now that you know what a VPN is, what it stands for, etc., how about why you should use it? It's basically for anyone seeking a safer, freer, and more secure online experience. And the benefits of using a VPN are myriad. A VPN protects its users by encrypting their data and masking their IP addresses, leaving their browsing history and location untraceable. The greater the anonymity allows for greater privacy, as well as greater freedom for those who wish to access blocked or region-bound content. Now, as for me, that's getting by certain Netflix gradings, when you can't see certain shows. Anyway, so also some more reasons. Of course, previously when we used to work from home, we needed to connect to certain resources in the office. This is prior to everything being moved to the cloud or most things these days. And of course, there's accessing regional content. So, for instance, if certain content's not available in your country, perhaps maybe you could get a VPN that connects you to, it gives you a different IP from a different geolocation that will allow you to view certain content, etc. And of course, there's things such as the traffic, the tracking, etc. So in terms of the types of VPN, you get, of course, the remote access, which allows you to connect to, site to site or client to site rather. And then, of course, you get the site to site. And then, of course, you get also the VPN applications, what you're all too familiar with, such as the NordVPN, etc., Surfshark, etc. A lot of people may have different reasons for connecting via VPN. You know, commonly known these days, people like to protect searches or their internet history. And what I, normally advise people, if they wish to protect their surf history, just remember that everything is in fact visible. Even if you're going in incognito mode, there are certain things that are still traceable and trackable by someone who's really motivated. So if you're looking at something like protecting your history, I would suggest doing something off-site, and then perhaps maybe using something such as the Tor browser, which obfuscates certain data when it comes to peering your information and your ID data. So they would really need to put in a concerted effort to, of course, identify what has been used. And of course, when it comes down to certain regulations in certain countries like POPIA Act or perhaps, GDPR, there are certain regulations that might govern your ISP or someone else from an authoritative position to be, snooping around what you've been doing. Of course, a lot of people would be engaging in nefarious activity, commonly known threat actors, such as nation states or just, your commonly known scammers or hackers, etc. People not being, wishing for their activity to be tracked. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples now, just for the sake of like, if you were to, if you wanted to protect your search history, if you wanted to engage online in certain sites that you probably shouldn't be looking at, or certain things that were maybe questionable. I'm not encouraging this. I'm just saying, if maybe you're investigating a particular threat actor, what you could do is, in my opinion, what I normally do is I just spin up a different resource in the cloud, such as maybe, a cloud-based virtual machine. And then in that virtual machine, what I would do is I would install, Opera, because Opera, as you can see over here, comes with a built-in VPN, that allows you to actually, you know, activate on start. The same thing goes with the Brave browser, and this helps a lot with different sort of if you were to look at yeah, if you were to be, torrenting certain data, etc., you can see this also comes with its own sort of VPN that comes with a free day, 7-day trial. One thing that's also cool to get to know would be NordVPN. That's if you're willing to look at a paid service, but it's not really that expensive, and this thing is programmable into your home router if your home router supports that feature. Um, so we've got some pricing over here. If you want to look at it, this is only like between $4 and $5 per month. So that's not really much. They give you some good deals over here. Yeah, that's pretty much it on VPNs. If you do have any questions, please feel free to pop that in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer anything else. But yeah, happy surfing, take care, and here's to a late start to 2025.